land, the place where we live. All the economic activities is done on our earth and on the uppermost layer of the earth, that is the land part. We use our land in different ways. Different activities are done here. It supports natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, economic activities, transport and communication system all are developed here on the land. Land is an asset of fine magnitude. Land is fixed. Therefore, it is important to use the available land for various purposes with careful planning. This is needed. India. India has land under the variety of relief features. Relief features means mountain, plateau, plains. Mountain is 30%. This is the source of perennial water which we used to get from the mountain, as this water comes to the rivers throughout the year. They are the sources of water. The percentage of mountain cover in India is 30%. Plains area is covered by 27%. 27% is plateau regions. Plains is the most part of the land which covers 43%. This 43% among all these three is the greater. So hence conclusion is that in India plains land is more compared to plateau and mountains. Plains where farmers are doing cultivation, agriculture is done by them. Plateau region are sources of minerals, reserves of minerals, fossil fuel and forests we get from plateau regions. So this is the land resources. Why land resources is important? Because our life, we live on this land. That is why it is very important resource. Now how we are utilizing our land? Land utilization. We are utilizing land in the following ways. First, most of the area of the land mass is covered by forest. Second, land not available for cultivation. It includes barren and wasteland. This is one thing. Second thing is land put not agriculture uses. We can say that maybe it is used for construction of the buildings, roads and factories, etc. So uncultivated, not available for cultivation. Third one is another uncultivated land. Another uncultivated land excluding fallow land, because fallow land, this is the fourth one, excluding fallow land. In other uncultivated land, we can say permanent. This land is used for permanent pasture as well as used for grazing of the animals. Under this head, again this land under the miscellaneous tree groups. Again in this head only, the next thing is the cultivable wasteland which is left uncultivated for more than 5 agriculture year. These three all will come under the other uncultivated land. Next one is fallow land. Fallow land, which is left, the land which is left as it is without doing any type of cultivation. This fallow land, again it is divided into two parts. First we can say the current fallow land, and the next one is other than the current fallow land. Here the difference will be in time. Current fallow land, it is left without cultivation for one or less than one agriculture year. Other than the current fallow land, here it is left uncultivated for the last 1 to 5 agriculture year. This will come under the fallow land. Next will come net sown area, the area in which cultivation is done. That area, that total area is called as the net sown area. Net sown area means fixed area in which cultivation is done. Gross crop area will be net sown area. Net sown area, area sown more than once in an agriculture year, plus here it will be added with this plus net sown area is known as the gross crop area. Gross crop area, in gross all the other land will come, and when both the net sown and the other land will be put together, then it is called as the gross crop area. Next is land use pattern in India. Land use pattern. Land use is determined in India on the basis of two factors: physical factors as well as human factors. Physical factors are topography, climate, soil type. These are the physical factors on the basis of land use pattern in India is seen. Next, the human factor. The human factor may be population density, technological capability, and culture and tradition. This will play very important role for determining the land use in India. The total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. We can also say that 32,87,263 square kilometer. This is the total area of India. However, the data which is available for land use is only for 93%. What about the 7%? In this 7%, reporting is not done from the northeastern states, from Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, except Assam. All these states data is not available. Next, again in 7% it will come Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh Union Territory. Here one side Pakistan occupied and other side is China occupied. Again here data is not available for Pakistan occupied and China occupied. So this will come under the 7%. Here the 7%, the survey is not been done. The land under permanent pasture has decreased. Land under the permanent pasture has decreased. Most of the other than the current fallow land are either of the poor quality or the cost of the cultivation of such land is very high. Either the land is having poor quality or the cost of cultivation will be more. Hence these lands are cultivated once or twice. एक बार या दो बार कल्टीवेशन होता है. Once in about 2 to 3 years, and if these are included in the net sown area, then the percentage of net sown area will go high about to 54% of the reporting area. When this area will be included, then obviously the percentage of land will go high. The pattern of net sown area will vary greatly from one state to another. We take the example from Punjab and Haryana. It covers 80% of the total area. In Punjab and Haryana, 80% of land is under cultivation, and less than 10% in Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Here the land use is very less, that is 10%. When we talk about the forest area in the country is far lower than the desired. Desired is 33% of the geographical area as it was outlined in the National Forest Policy of 1952. According to this policy, there is requirement of the minimum forest should be 33%. It was considered essential for maintenance of the ecological balance. The livelihood of the millions of people who live on the fringes, of this forest depend upon it. A part of the land is termed as the waste land, and land put to other non-agricultural uses. Wasteland includes rocky, maybe arid also, and maybe desert also. The land will be either rockier, arid means availability of water is very less, desert means the land is covered with the sand. Continuous use of the land over a long period of time without taking appropriate measures to conserve and manage it has resulted. When continuously land is under cultivation, when continuous use of the land over the long period of time without taking any appropriate measure to conserve any manage, it has resulted in the land degradation. This in turn has serious repercussion here, conclusion, result. This has the serious repercussion on society and on the environment. So here there will be certain methods we have to apply for conservation of our land resources.